And it just came from a question that God asked me. Who are you? Who are you? And there I went with my journal and my Bible. I'm about to go through the whole Bible and discover who I am. And he just kept asking me, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And I was like, God, what do you mean? Because it was like I wasn't grasping what he was saying. And out of frustration, I said, Aisha Monique. He was at work one day and he had left his wallet at the house. Ooh. And his wallet was kind of like open and his driver's license was right there. And I was like, 1981.
That man started mathing.
You started calculating.
Live it. I was like,
see, I was
but
already
this ain't
living
even
together.
Is that the first lie though? Like, okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Because he's not even lied. Or
You've been perfect until this point.
How long have you been trying to birth Crown out?
Since 2020.
And let's explain what Crown is. What is Crown?
Crowned is a full hair care line.
Yeah.
It literally started with the oil. This baby should have been birthed a long time ago. But God would not allow me to miscarry.
Hey, thank God for another day. Hey, I know we could be another way. Hey, pray. Thank God for another day. Hey, I know we could be another way.
Security day. He ain't DJ. He ain't the DJ. He not husband right now. He's security.
Right.
He's security.
All them hats.
All right.
Oh, Lord Jesus, be with us.
Jesus benefits all around me every day. Jesus, I want you to protect me as I travel along the way. I know you can.
Yes, Lord.
I know you will.
Yes, Lord.
Fight my battles
Yes,
and
Lord.
I'm kiss them.
Singing, Lord, be events all around me every day. I'm mad you gonna start the song, can't even finish it. What's up with that?
You know, Fred Hammond, shout out to you, brother. He didn't really enunciate the words, the vocabulary words. A lot of these gospel singers do not enunciate.
They don't be enunciating.
Yeah.
So we just be making up our own
The first
stuff,
enunciation I got in the Christian Standard Bible was from the Maverick City.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's when I learned the enunciation of words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They enunciate.
But I know this part. This is my prayer, Lord.
I mean,
that I praise in every day.
that's what they be saying.
Thought you would guide my footsteps.
How you
Now
doing,
the
Jess?
next part that she say,
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know it. But to answer your question, I'm doing fine. Y'all know I love to put a song to anything, but I know the song that y'all really like.
They like, girl.
That's all right.
Hey,
That's all right.
Hey,
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Hey.
Y'all, she is spoiled with this song, y'all.
Y'all
I
got me
promise you.
writing.
This girl said, I need a verse. I need a verse.
I need a verse.
Oh, you need a verse, huh? You feeling
I need a beat
yourself,
drop
huh?
too. I need the music. I need the verse.
We gonna call YB Chosen.
Okay, yeah.
We gonna write because y'all know I already know. Thank God for another
He gonna have
day.
to hook it up because I done got used to it now, so I love it.
She love it. It makes her. Listen. She could be sad, and if somebody call her and say Desiree, Desiree, she's gonna start smiling.
No,
Listen,
but real talk, people. That's how people greet me now.
yeah,
Like, for
you
real.
can't do it regular.
I mean, I'm getting used to it. At first I was very uncomfortable, and I'm very surprised that it stuck. That was just something we was just kind of vibing with.
no,
for a
like
second.
literally in an episode, and I'm still trying to find the episode. When
Yeah.
I find the episode, I'm gonna do a clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip it up and be like, "This is the day that Desiree was made.
Oh
Let
my
us
gosh.
rejoice."
Rejoice.
Be
Hey,
glad.
ha, hey, ha.
Ba, 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 oh,
Hey,
oh,
oh,
hey,
then I
you
start-
know,
hey,
you know,
hey,
da, ba,
hey,
da, ba.
hey.
You know, it's some syllables in there that we can. It's some syllables that shift atmospheres. Yeah. But just in case you don't know where you landed in a safe space for influencers to decompress, have fun, and guess what?
JessAsk.
JessAsk. Okay, listen, we have a wonderful guest.
I'm so excited.
Listen, we put this in our Palm Palette. We asked for this last year.
And I just can't hide it.
We asked for this last year, and the woman of God finally gave us a yes. But I am excited. But before we get into the conversation,
Yeah.
because I almost lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
Guess what time it is?
It's community highlight time.
Community highlight time. Community highlight time.
Hey, we working on that too. We gonna do a little.
Yeah, Desiree got a job.
Ooh.
Desiree got a job to do
Okay.
to make these effects effect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Desiree is doing a great job, and I'm just gonna let her do her job because I don't want to be bossy. Y'all already know we already had an argument. We have an argument. But anyway, back to the community highlight because
ma'am.
we're not gonna argue
Okay.
right now. All right.
I love you, girl.
Community highlight time. Hey, Desiree, you know, and I don't. She just dropped in my spirit like just right now.
Okay.
Just right now. Our girl Crystal Evans.
Yes.
Man, we love you, Crystal Evans. Like, you are out here doing some major things. You more recently hit the goal of 100,000 clients.
That's
like
wild.
Training 100,000 clients, y'all. Crystal Evans is the one that's getting me and Desiree together.
All the way.
Okay, so if I look slim thick with my cute self, okay, what the kids do? What the kids do? Ooh, ooh.
That's how they do it. Give it to
That's
them.
how they do it. Ooh, ooh. Okay, stay focused.
Focus.
All right, Crystal, we thank you. I just want to say thank you, man. Crystal gave us an opportunity to get disciplined with our fitness. And getting this discipline with my fitness has gotten me disciplined in other areas. I slacked off a few months.
Yeah.
And
Like that.
I got back together. I was like, Crystal, this is my 4th week consistent. This is my 5th week consistent. She was like, okay, I can't wait till week 6.
Right.
Like,
Right.
But the pouring in that you're doing and the budget that you're doing it on for us, man, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. God is going to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think, okay? And so I cannot wait till you just continue to grow. She has her own brand. I can't think of the name right now. Bold, that's what it's called. I almost said something else, but it's called Bold, and she has her own nutrition line, all that good stuff. And so I just really pray that the prayers that you pray over that business, the prayers are answered because you have put seed in the ground. Don't get it confused. You have definitely put seed in the ground. There are certain, I hear the Lord say that there are certain lives that have been saved because you weren't greedy. Whoo, my God. Because you weren't greedy. You cared about the woman. You cared about the man. You cared about the opportunity to save a life. And you didn't just try to put like a price tag on that. And so God is about to do some things, some miracles, make some miracle signs and wonders, even in your household, even for your husband, as y'all grow together. I'm seeing a camera in y'all face. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a TV show. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I just see God blowing on those things for you. So we just want to say, we love you. We appreciate you. And thank you. You know me and Desiree. Love you down,
love you,
okay?
girl.
Love you. See you on Monday. See you on Monday. She was like, back lunges. Baby, I be so tired of doing them toe touches on that ground. I be wearing me out. But listen, y'all. Today's guest,
Very special.
we talk about oil. Yeah, we talk about oil. You know what, Desiree? I'm gonna let you introduce her.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go and put the camera in. Go and put the camera. I'm gonna let you introduce. I'm gonna let you introduce.
You know, I gotta find my buttons. Hold on.
Oh, she don't know what her button is.
Hey, hush. We're gonna go together. Let's go together. All right. I'm gonna keep it real simple because I'm allowed the woman of God to introduce herself. Okay. This purpose pusher. Well, I'm allowed the purpose pusher to introduce herself, but we have the opportunity to hear the amazing Aisha Monique Sanders.
Baby, and that name got some weight on it.
You hear me?
Okay, we talking about not just a mother, not just a wife. Is she happily married, by the way? So I'm just gonna let you know, happily. Just go on her Facebook page, you'll see it. Evidence, clock it. All right. But this woman is not to be played with. When she think about something, she executes it.
Listen.
You hear me? When I say by any means necessary, it's about. That's what your next T-shirt need to say. By any means necessary. Okay. Yes, I'm just so excited about her story and what we're gonna share. I don't know what God is gonna share in this conversation, but I already know. I already prayed. And I'm super excited for where we're about to lead down to. So I would like to welcome my sister, my homegirl, the ultimate executor.
Ultimate.
All right, Aisha Sanders. Hey, y'all see them tat
Hey.
it up.
Hey.
Read them.
Ooh, I like that.
Purpose
Was it
wins.
purpose wins and then God? Is that fresh? That's a new tattoo, or they just look?
Yeah,
they
no,
just did a
not
good
new, they
job.
just pop like that.
Ooh, okay, all right. The first one
Cocoa butter
says
and shea butter. I'm a fool
Come
with
on,
you,
Coco Bread. One arm say purpose wins. Other one say God is within her. She will not fail. Psalms 46:5.
Come on.
You made me stretch my pupils a little
Come on.
bit for that,
Oh,
that
okay.
on the Psalms now.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. What's up, sis?
What's up?
What's up? I'm
What's
so
up? I
ain't
feel
she
so
fine
at
though?
home. I feel so at home and welcome.
Why
Yes.
wouldn't you be? You like we do life outside of these cameras,
Right.
so we not even finna do that.
Right.
She say she nervous, y'all.
I
and she,
am. I am.
Y'all encourage her in the comment section.
Yes.
Girl, you doing a good job.
You
Thank
doing
y'all.
a
You
good
doing
job.
a good job.
Thank
Oh
y'all.
my goodness. So I'm gonna ask you again, and I
Okay.
want the real answer.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great.
Great. What
I
is
am
what is
great.
going great for you right now?
Life. I'm not gonna front and say that life is perfect, but life is doing. I'm doing great right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
You winning.
I'm winning.
You winning.
I'm winning.
Girl,
and I'm
this-
sitting in it.
Yeah.
Like finally.
That's good.
Girl, she already taking us there.
Listen,
No,
I'm
because
sitting
we
in it.
don't sit in it. We don't sit in it. So what does sitting in the greatness, the fulfillment of God's promises for you look like?
It's scary. Even sitting in it is scary because I have to remind myself every day that I deserve to be here.
That's so good.
Like that's real. That's as real as it gets. Like
Yeah.
it's scary, but I am embracing it. I'm embracing it. I'm nervous and exhaling all at the same time.
because it's a lot of major things going down. So let's get into it. Let's get into it.
She
so
got to tell the people. To just tell the people, like, because we can,
Look
we
at
can,
Desiree.
we can,
Right.
yes, ma'am.
yeah, put yourself. You gonna interrupt us?
I am.
Put yourself on the
I love
screen.
it.
I am because, like, I really, like, you really have to tell the people like what you do, who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could say that, but it's sometimes I think it's hard sometimes for us to really articulate the things that we do because we just naturally do them, right?
Right.
So tell the people who is Aisha and how do you service your people?
You said a mouthful when you said that it's hard to tell people what it is you do when you're literally like and I'm not fronting y'all at all. I'm not fronting at all. Like I'm literally I have the privilege to live my life and it's a blessing to people. Like I'm doing what I was created to do.
Yeah.
If we want to run down a list of things that I do hair. That's my first love. My first love is doing hair. I've been a stylist for 18 years full time. I've been doing hair for 30 years. 30 years since I was 15 years old. I just turned 45.
But hold on. Let's get into it. First of all, Desiree, does she need to pull her mic up? Can you hear her?
I can hear her.
Okay.
Okay.
First of all, she says she 45. Okay. The black don't crack. Okay.
don't.
And the body is audience. Okay.
When I say
Okay, the stallion came up with that. Okay, if I could be what you embody,
Jessica,
at
not only is she
45,
45. Tell them how many children
can
you
we?
got, baby.
Yeah, let's get to them kids.
It's 5 of them.
Come on.
She
Say
said,
it with your chest.
When I tell you the Lord
It's
is
5.
good,
oh my God.
He's a keeper.
Oh my God! Oh, same grace, same grace.
Oh, God.
Because that I know it. That they say the reason why this man is happy because you keep yourself together. Okay,
I try.
Yeah, and then you keep the household together.
I try.
And
I
then
try.
you abide by the word of God.
And that I do. That I do.
And we're tired in all things. In all things. Abide by the word of God in all things. But no, you
She looks amazing.
You look amazing and
Thank
you
you.
are amazing.
Thank you. I
And-
feel amazing.
Man, that's
I
so
feel
good.
amazing.
But no, you have 5 kids. You are married. But I want us to go back to the beginning before we get into the brand, okay? Because we got to talk about the brand because you are doing some some damage in the beauty industry right now. Okay. So I need you to take us back. So I recently learned that you're not from Birmingham.
I'm not. I'm from LA. I'm from California.
You are from California.
Yes.
California.
Yes.
No, how to fight.
Hey. Okay. Yeah.
I got a theme song for everything, but
I
I don't
love
know
it.
ADHD. I think I blame it on that.
I love it. I love it. If I could sing, baby, I would sing with you, but
Okay.
I can't hold a note in my hand.
You sound like my auntie Tara. She swear, but no, auntie Tara bust out, start singing.
She'll
with me.
bust out. I'ma stay in my lane. Now you want to rap? You want to some bars? We
Oh,
can
you go.
But yeah, singing, I can't hold a note in my
hold a
hand.
note in my hand.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh. So how do we get from Los Angeles to Birmingham? Like, can you tell us about that transition?
So, well, the transition was.
Give
My
us the
mom-
story.
okay.
Don't give me, put me back on the camera. I'm going to go get your husband and make him sit by you if you're not going to act right. I
act
want
right.
the story.
I'm gonna act right.
I want the story.
I'm gonna act right.
Okay, let's go.
So my mom is originally from here.
Okay.
And when I graduated high school, like me and my brother had took her down through there. And when my mom was the mom that was like, "You 18, you grown." You know, that's a whole other story for another time. And so when I turned 18, I graduated high school. She was out. She left. She moved.
Oh, she didn't kick y'all out. She moved.
No, she moved.
Oh my God.
I could stay at home. She moved. She moved to Birmingham. She moved from California to Birmingham when I was 18.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, I'll be all right. I can do it, and supposed to be in school, in college, but staying with a guy at the time. And I woke up one day and was like, hey, get where your mom at. Get where your mom at. It was like I knew that I wouldn't thrive where I was. Yeah. It was. I just heard a still small voice. At the time, I didn't know it was God.
Yeah.
But it was like, get where your mom at.
And you followed it.
I followed it, and I got on the Greyhound bus. And
Now, did you leave your brother by himself?
Well, no. My brother was actually incarcerated at the time. That's what I'm saying. We took my mama through it. So my brother was in jail. I had graduated high school, and she was like, hey, I'm going to go live my life.
Now, is your brother older or younger?
My brother is older. My mom had my brother when she was 15. She had me when she was 30.
Oh, that's a gap.
Oh, wow.
That's a gap.
That's a gap.
That's a gap. That's a gap. That's a
Ooh,
gap.
My God.
That's a gap. And in her words, one of us was an accident and the other one was a mistake.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah.
So she labeled you as a mistake.
Yeah.
And so at what time did...
Well, I was the accident.
You
My
was the
brother
accident.
was the mistake. I was the accident.
So
My
she
brother was the
wanted-
mistake.
okay.
That's what that was.
Okay. All right. So okay. I don't know how I would digest that if neither one of my parents have said that to me. So how did that affect you growing up knowing that that's how she felt?
I don't think I consciously just really digested her saying that. I think I noticed probably when I was about maybe 16 or 17 years old that I was allowing it to affect me. But at the time that she said it, I may have been about maybe 10 or 11 the first time I heard her say it. Now, one thing I will say is I never forgot. I never forgot because I became an aunt at 4, 5. So my brother had his first baby when he was 15,
Okay.
15, 16, something like that. And all I knew at like 5 years old was like, I'm not having a baby when I'm 15. So I already knew. I knew as a child that I was going to break cycles. I didn't know how. At
5.
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, I've told this story before. I can just remember being 5 years old, looking out of the window of my grandmother's house, being like, I'm going to leave here when I get older. You know how you just know, like, and I don't want to say that a lot of things were wrong with my family on either side. So don't get me wrong. I don't want to say that. I just always knew that I was different.
Yeah.
Not better, just different. Just different. I always knew that there was something different.
Yeah.
Always. And so my mind was just always on. I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I just knew there was going to be something different about me.
I'm about to choke. I don't know what that. Aisha, I was trying to hide. I'm about to choke. I'm
You
over here struggling.
You good?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Well, things that happen on camera. No, but that's good. So at what so you move from LA from with your boo thing. So you break it off with him.
Yeah.
What's the year?
The year was I broke it off.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
a done deal.
Done.
So at what? So are you still 18 when you move, or?
So I'm 19 when I get here.
Okay.
I'm 19 when I get here. And little did I know it, I was pregnant when I got here.
By the man that you had just broke it off
Yes.
with? Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, I just remember waking up one morning and I was like, I got to get to where my mom is. And I think even if I knew, because I've had one of my children ask me recently, like, Ma, if you knew that you were pregnant, before you came to Alabama, would you still have come? I would have. I still would have. I probably would have gotten here even quicker.
Yeah.
I would have gotten here even quicker. So I was like, yeah, let me get where my mama at. Because what am I doing?
So did she receive you when you got here?
She did. She received me when I got here. It wasn't when she left, there wasn't like this horrible, like, hey, I'm getting away from y'all. She was just like, hey, y'all grown. You want to live over there with him? Your brother doing him? I'm out.
Oh, so yeah. So she was, because you were taking her through it, she was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I legally don't have to do nothing anymore. And so that's my.
And
so,
I can't even blame her for that because I was hell.
What does that look like though?
What does hell look like?
No.
Oh, the hell that I was putting her through. Where we going? Because I'll take you to that.
Yeah, what
does that look
the
like?
Bible describes hell, okay?
No. What does that?
No,
the hell
but what
that I
does
put her through?
Aisha's putting through her mama through hell look like?
Like, I am and I don't want to make my mom sound like this horrible person because she was a great mom. She did the absolutely best that she could. But my mom created this monster that she literally couldn't control anymore. My mom was very timid, she wasn't shy, but she was a very timid woman. She had been in a lot of abusive relationships. Okay? And here it is, she has this little girl that is very strong-minded. Like, I speak my mind and all of those things, and I see it in my daughters. And I would just be 4 or 5 years old, and I would be like, well, why does he do that? Or why does she do that? That's stupid. That's dumb. And instead of my mama, like, correcting me or showing me a better way to say it, or saying, hey, like I told my girls, it's okay to think that, but you don't always have to say it.
Yeah.
She literally lived vicariously through my mouth. Like,
so you said some of the things that she wanted to say.
Yeah, and so in places where she was never able to really take up for herself, she always, I don't know if her fear was that I would be timid like that, and so she would always be like, tell him, baby, don't never hold your tongue, always tell him. But there was no guidance with that. There was no guidance with that. Clearly, at the age of 5, you can see that I would be a leader, one day, because I see it in my girls.
Yeah.
But it has to be, you have to guide that. You can't let that go like that. And so I'd be like, okay. And by the time I was 16 years old, people couldn't stand to see me coming. Because I done told you off, I done cussed you out. I didn't respect adults. Like, my mom didn't require me to do that kind of stuff. Whatever I had to do to take up for myself, whatever I had to do to feel strong, that's what she allowed me to do. And so I was just like a loose cannon.
But it also sounds like your mom was trying to heal through you too. Yeah. Because she wasn't able to vocalize, or she was timid, or she was afraid. Because being in an abusive relationship, like I think I've said my story before or whatever. If you haven't, go to TikTok. I'm not going to talk about it now. But one of the things I've had to overcome is being timid and saying stuff. People think I always like speak my mind or anything like that. But some of the stuff I really want to say, there's a fear that's attached to it because I don't know the repercussions of what's being said. And so I could see or understand her point of view of like, yeah, say it, because it's like almost like that's the verb. I wish I could say that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you the product of me, so I'm proud that I got somebody that'll speak up. You know what I'm saying? So I can feel you on that. Like, thank you, mama. You know what I'm saying? We might not have done it the right way, but I can get why she did it. Okay, so fast forward, you come to Birmingham. You're 19. You pregnant. When you find out you pregnant, where do we go from there? Does baby daddy come to Birmingham with you? Or
Well, I actually, I called, I let him know. I was like, hey, we gonna have a baby. Now, let me say this. When I got here, I didn't know I was pregnant. I got here in September. I didn't find out until Halloween that I was pregnant. And by the time I found out, I was 6 months pregnant.
Wow.
Like, what sent me to the emergency room was my baby doing a whole flip. Like, I was like, hey,
What
is that? Yeah.
You was 6 months pregnant?
Yep.
Didn't
And
know.
so when I found out I was pregnant, I found out I was pregnant. I found out it was a boy. I found out everything all in one day.
So how did you process that?
I didn't. I was like, and for me, I had failed because I was 19. The teen was on the end. My whole life I had been, I'm not having a baby as a teenager. I'm not having a baby as a teenager. Like, I'm not. And so I failed. But at the same time, I was like, I got a whole life to take care of. And life is going to be different for him than it was for me.
So that motivated you?
And yeah, it motivated me. And there was there wasn't even any thought of trying to rekindle what I had broken off, because I knew that my baby would be better off. And then once I found out I was having a son, I knew I was staying in Birmingham. There was no way I was to where I could afford to stay in LA. I wasn't going to raise my son there.
So what was his response when you told him?
His response was, if he's mine, you'll come home.
That was a question or a statement?
That was a statement.
Ooh, I guess he forgot who he was talking to. Oh, okay.
And so he might still be waiting on me to come home 25 years later.
Wow. I'm screaming.
A whole 25.
Oh my goodness. So you have this baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you mentally? Because I know you're pushing. Is this when the entrepreneurship starts, or are you just working? Are you grinding? Like, where's Aisha at this point?
So I'm working at this point. I'm trying to, for me, Birmingham is a clean slate. I ain't burnt no bridges here. I ain't messed over nobody. I ain't done all the things that I'm known for.
Yeah.
Here. So it's a clean slate. And I got a baby. Let me get focused. And so by the time he was about 6 weeks old, because let me say this, I did not like Birmingham when I first got here. It was slow.
Yeah.
I was familiar with Birmingham because I would spend summers here. And I knew I needed to be with my mom, but there was this dread of, dang, you about to live here.
Yeah.
But I got really focused. I just went into mommy mode, and I never wanted kids. Like, I never wanted kids. Like, I'm supposed to be like a lawyer living on a hill.
Olivia Pope. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes. Olivia Pope. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to be. Yes.
I'm screaming.
Right,
but the Lord, I'm glad the Lord brought you
but
here.
God.
Oh, bye-bye.
I'm so glad too.
Yeah, real bad. So I want to get to that. I'm trying to
That's
journey
where you
there
trying to
because
go.
I'm trying to journey there because
Okay.
one thing about it, two things for sure, you are happily married.
I am.
You happily married,
Like,
okay?
for real.
So we go from having a child and being a teenage mother. I want to know about the gap from being there to the second child, because the second child is this in marriage,
Pre-marriage,
but this with the
But
man,
this with-
this with the
this with
husband.
boo.
Okay, cool. So I need to. How do we even meet the man of God?
Clubbing.
Hey, bow, 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 da, 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 da. That's what y'all listen to when y'all was in the club. Hey, man of God, that's what y'all was in there. Was you DJing then, man of God?
He was in there sea walking. That's how he got me.
Nah, you wasn't doing that sea walk.
Yeah, he was sea walking with a whole Dickie suit on. I remember everything he had on. He had on a khaki colored
Call him
Dickie
out.
suit. And he had on a khaki colored Dickie suit. He had on a khaki little, we call them beanies at home, but y'all would call them a skull cap. And for me, it was just familiar. It was home because you in the middle of this club with all these guys with all these gold teeth and these rayon shirts on. Because now, mind y'all, we in what, 2003? 2003. So they got on rayon shirts. They got on baggy jeans with sparkly stuff on the pockets. That's not.
That's that Soldier Boy era.
Yeah. And just the grills and the braids and all of that. And me being an LA girl, just crease up your little crease up your khakis and a t-shirt and some clean white shoes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so
Let
he
me
felt
bling.
familiar.
He felt familiar. And he was in the club by himself.
Oh, now they don't do that.
Come on.
Yeah, they don't do that. They gotta have somebody. They gotta have you.
An
You right.
entourage.
You right. So that attracted you.
me.
Okay. And so, how long did y'all date before y'all got married? And how did you know? Because this is a lot of question that a lot of our viewers have, because we have like a lot of single women that follow the brand. How did you know that he was your one? Because I can only imagine, because I haven't heard you say anything about your dad. You witnessed your brother in jail. You left this no good person, right? And now you're giving this man in a khaki dicky suit that came to the club by himself, sea walking, a chance.
Yeah.
How does that transformation happen?
So, like, we tell everybody we got a ghetto love story. Like, I love our ghetto love story. Like, for real. I don't necessarily... When did I know he was the one? Now, let me say this, because I'm always real and transparent. Like, what you see today is not... We've always been happy together. We've always loved each other. But when two broken people get together, it's very toxic. And so even though we have this beautiful love story, like, it didn't start out healthy. It didn't start out healthy because, like you said, I never talked about my father. You haven't heard me talk about my father. But I knew Jamel would drop anybody for me. Like, physically, like yeah. No,
I caught,
you knew
I
what
caught
I was
what you was
talking
talking about.
Okay.
Like, I
See,
knew there was actual dropping happening.
Yeah. And see, like, nobody's ever, like, I've always had to fight for myself. I've always had to fight for myself.
So you haven't been protected.
And I felt protected. I felt protected. Two things. I felt protected, and Jamel never promised me a thing.
Why is that important?
Because anybody that had ever promised me anything had broken the promise.
Disappointment.
So it was his actions, because he was like, I don't have to say anything, I'm just gonna do it.
And on one hand, most women wouldn't like that. Because you want to hear a man talk about how, I'm going to give you the world and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But if you don't tell me what you're doing, I'm not really expecting you to come through with that. So just come through with what you're going to do. And Jamel, he's like that today. That's one of the things that I love about him. If there's a possibility that he can't come through on something, he's not going to say it. He's not going to promise you he can do anything. He's not going to do that. He is a man of his word. He is a man of his word. And that's something that I hadn't experienced. And so it was kind of like there was like this unspoken assurance. You know what I mean? Like, I know for sure that we were supposed to be together.
Yeah.
Should we have gotten married at the time that we got married? I don't think so. I think we both had a lot of healing to do.
So if you went back, what would you, to that point, what would you suggest somebody, people in that age? Because how old were y'all at the time?
When we got married, I was 25 and you were 24. Yeah.
Oh, he younger. Oh, you one of them.
No, he lied. We just gonna go and put it all out there. He told me he was older.
He lied about his man of God.
So we can't leave that story out. We can't leave that story out, because you know how you get to well, how did you know, or how were you comfortable with him? And even in all of this, like, so we started staying together. Y'all, hear my story, but don't do what we did, okay? Hear my story, be inspired, but don't do what we did. So we started staying together, and he was at work one day, and he had left his wallet at the house. And his wallet was kind of like open, and his driver's license was right there. And I was like, 1981.
That man started mathing.
You started calculating.
Livid. I was like,
see, I was
but
already
this ain't
living
even
together.
Is that the first lie though? Like, okay,
here we go.
Okay, because he's not
you,
been lied, or
you've been perfect until this point. You've been perfect. So you call home on your break, and I'm like, have you ever lied to me? He was like, man.
Wait, you should always know when a woman be asking you a question. It's a whole setup. It's a whole setup.
And he was like, man, I ain't never lied to you about nothing but my age.
Ooh. Wait.
You on your way home? Because you could get it.
Cause what did they do? Like, you gave him an opportunity to tell the truth, and he
did.
told it.
And didn't have to think about it. It's not like he had to be like, what could she have found out? What could, you know what I mean? There was none of that. It was just, man, the only thing I ever lied to you about was my age. And so there I am with the ID, like, okay.
And
You
it didn't
did.
matter.
I'm mad, but we gonna be all right.
Wow.
Because you just told the truth.
Now, did he tell
That
you
was
why
huge for me.
why he lied about his age?
What did he, I think he said because I looked,
And we talking about
I
him
looked
right
older.
while he in
Right,
the
'cause I'm like, baby, why did you?
Because he come to the mic, man of God. Just come on. We want to hear why you. Just come right where Desiree is, and come explain yourself. Cause we talking about you real bad right now. But you was a good man of God. Why you lie about your age?
Because I always gave myself an extra year. I always did. Because I expected. People expecting me not to live to the next year, so I always gave myself that extra year. It wasn't.
You gotta come to the mic. Come to the mic.
I just, because I didn't have an expectation to live prior to the next year, so I gave myself an extra year. I just upped that year, and that's all it was.
So he prophesied over himself. That's what he just said. Did you ever hear that answer before? Ooh, that meant, what is that? When you hear that answer, what does that do to you?
it reminds me of what's in your voice. It reminds me of the power of your words. Like, y'all, that didn't mess me up.
Yeah, I laughed until he said, because people said I wasn't going to make it to the next year.
Wow.
So he went lying. Now we can't say he was lying. He was prophesying.
He was prophesying.
Man,
That's powerful.
that. Okay, sir. We gonna send you your invite in a minute. Okay. we gonna send you your invite, DJ.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, he messed me up.
No,
so
that
good.
you kind of. We was on the floor and you
was
kind of like.
laughing.
I mean,
You saw me, I was like,
It was like.
hold up.
like, what?
It's something when a powerful man walk in the room and then he
Man.
speak. It do damage to hell.
Yeah,
it does
it
damage to
does.
hell because that's what they're telling our black men. Like they're not going to make it to the next day, the next month, the long next year. But he said, "No, I'm gonna make it to this year."
Yeah.
So the question is, how old are you today? What's the
Okay.
age today? Okay, are you still doing that? Nah, okay, we ain't lying about our age. No, that's so
If
good.
he is, he's 45 too.
So now we get to the prophesying moment, right? So because you can't say he lied no more.
Okay.
After
Okay.
this moment, you can't say he lied. That's a different story now. So y'all get married at 24
and 25.
and so you're pregnant before marriage.
Yes. So we had Joshua 7 months before we got married.
Okay.
So that was like pre the Lord in our life.
So let's talk about that because some people, y'all have made it. It's almost like y'all have grown up spiritually.
We literally have grown up together spiritually.
Emotionally. What does that look like? Because I know personally people that started out young in their marriage and they're experiencing like a whirlwind because there's different development going on. There's different attacks going on. And when you're young and you're married, it's the puppy love. But then marriage is different when you're older. It means different. Like, what has been the biggest, transitional moment or point that you can say, this is what changed our marriage, or this is what made sure our marriage was solid?
Wow. So many pivotal moments because there's so much evolution in marriage. So the first would probably be the first transition in our marriage would be when God spoke and told us that we would have 2 daughters. We already had 2 sons with no money, just the love of God in a little matchbox apartment. Like, where we gonna put 2 girls?
Now, at the point that you received that word, did you believe in the prophetic, or were you? Did it make sense?
Nope, it didn't make sense to me at all. And for me to audibly hear God say that to me,
Oh,
said it to
he
me.
said it to you. He
said
ain't
it
said
to
nobody.
me.
Oh, wow.
He said it to me. And I was like freaking out because I didn't grow up in church. Well, let me say this. I went to church, but yeah, that was a whole other thing. But the church that I went to, they didn't believe in speaking in tongues. They didn't believe in being filled with the Holy Spirit. They didn't believe in laying on hands. They didn't believe in any of that. So all of like hearing God's voice like that was something new to me, but I knew that it was God. Like I will never forget. I was in the kitchen cooking tacos and heard him clear as day. Come on.
You got a vivid
Clear
memory.
as day. Only with certain things. Only with certain things. And God's words to me in that moment was, believe me for 2 girls. Not necessarily that you will have. He said, believe me for 2 girls. And I remember going and sitting on the couch next to Jamel, and I was like, hey, how many children do you want? And he was like, it would be nice to have a girl. You know, we got the boys. It'd be nice to have a girl. And I was like, I just heard something. You know, and he was like, what? And I was like, God just told me to believe him for 2 girls. And so Jamel was like, 2? Well, like, how did he say, you know, and now he wants to know, like, what the conversation was. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, that's what he said. Like, literally, that's what he said. And I think I ended up finding out maybe about 2 weeks later that I was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And so for me, I'm like, I heard God, I'm pregnant, and here we go. I was excited.
Wow.
I was excited.
So your experience, and I'm so glad you're saying this right now, because sometimes we limit, not sometimes, a lot of times we limit God moments to the church or depending on people to say certain things. But people will be like, something told me, or da-da-da-da, and you not even being a full believer, like really understanding what's going on, and to hear something and to call it God, and then 2 weeks later know that you're pregnant, and so you like, oh, I already know it's a girl, like I already know it's a girl. That's a different level of faith, that's a different level of faith. And so speaking of your girls, and I'm walking down,
but to hear that to be pregnant, to know that it's a girl, only to find out that it was a boy. You know, I got 3 sons.
Yeah, so the 2 sons were your son before
my son before I met Jermel, and then the son that we had together at this point is maybe 6 months old. 7. No, this is right after we got married. So he had to be maybe about 9-10 months old. Yeah.
So this 3rd child was a son.
And so there it was. Yeah, you don't hear God. And so now I doubt everything I hear, because you told me that I would, you said, believe me for 2 girls, and I'm pregnant, and I'm out here just proclaiming that I done heard you, and I'm carrying this little girl only to find out that it's a little boy.
So what was your relationship after you found out with God? Like, how did that, because I know you said, I don't hear him, but.
Like, we were good. Me and God were good. This is the thing. I never doubted God. I doubted myself. I never doubted God. There was something wrong with me. There was a reason why I didn't hear clear. So your hope in yourself diluted. That's crazy. I won't say crazy, but that's wild coming from you, because you believe in yourself so much. Like, you've done so much. You have so much evidence of execution. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you see?
That's what and that's why I'm talking about. Like, that's what I see, but that's maybe not what you experienced. So at that moment, so how long was it before, because you got this 3rd child, but the 4th child was the girl. Okay, so when that did happen, how did you start believing in yourself? Like, what was your belief system like?
It was this moment in time for us, having Isaiah, and still knowing that. So at this time, you got to understand, we've had Isaiah. We understand and know that God has said that believe him for 2 girls. So the devastation of it is, hey, we gonna have 5 children. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have the money.
And now you didn't want to be a mother. He just wanted, what did he want originally? Just a few kids and be done?
Like, I want him to tell his own story. Like,
Okay,
I don't
we'll
want to
let you-
tell
we'll
his
let-
story, but like he was on some twisted stuff, and so something was like. That's why I say like we love each other and we've been through so much, but like this should have been a red flag because he wanted 2 children. Like we're talking about this pre-marriage, like pre me being pregnant with Joshua. We call him Fat. Everybody knows him as Fat. We're talking about Fat. This is pre-Fat.
Yeah.
We ain't got no children. We ain't got no ties together. We just chilling. And like in casual conversation, he was like, yeah, I want 2 baby mamas.
What?
I want a girl with one and I want a boy with the other.
he over there laughing because he knows what
Because
you
he
was
know
saying.
he said it. But like and I'm just, I'm so free in my life right now. Y'all can judge me and feel how you want to feel. I got the man and he got 5 children.
Period. Clock it. Because they be judging, man.
I mean, right.
Because she happily married.
But no, like I'm judging myself though. Like, baby, what was so wrong with you that you wasn't like, hey, let me get my stuff and get up out of here. And I was just like, oh, okay, if that's what you want. But in my mind,
Okay, no. Let's go back. Okay, so I ain't gonna act like I ain't done nothing crazy before. Like, okay. So what would you say formed that response that you would be like, oh, okay, it's okay to have 2 baby mamas?
I don't think at that point that we had that conversation, I don't think like I saw us married. I don't think I saw all of that, like, because marriage was never anything that, and all of this is pre knowing who Christ is. You get what I'm saying? This is before we accept Christ. So like, and even us getting married, there was never an engagement. There was an engagement. There was never a proposal. There was a decision that was made because we had come to know God. We were staying together. We had Josh. We had Cool. We living together. We ain't finna change that. We know that we want to be together, but now conviction has set in. And so if we're not going to separate, let's do it right. And
so at what point did y'all start going to church? Was it a small group? Okay, what church was this?
So this was Harvest Church.
Okay.
We were members of Harvest Church in the beginning, which was his family's church. He didn't want to go to his family's church, and I didn't want to go to my mom's church. So he loved to go to my mom's church because, and I'm not gonna name that church, but he loved to go to church with her. It was all the hooping and all of the things.
Yeah.
And I loved his mom's church because I had never up until that point experienced the word being taught like that. Like I had always been in experiences where there was a lot of hooping, there was a lot of hollering, there was a lot of emotion, and when you leave, like you just had a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't really see the word coming alive in the lives of people. Like I didn't experience that myself. I didn't have that around me. But at his mom's church, like I could understand the word. I was stuck. I was drawn in and I would just soak it up like a sponge. I loved it. And for one, when we first got together, his mom had cancer. And I had never in all of my 23, 24 years seen a person beat cancer. Everybody that I knew that had cancer up until that point had died. And so I wanted to get to know who she knew.
Wow. Ooh,
because she never missed work. She was leading praise and worship, and I remember her having surgery and them telling her that she wasn't going to be able to lift her hands. And she was like, I have to go back every week and get stitches because I'm going to lift my hands.
Wow.
And I was drawn to that. And I remember having a conversation with her. She never really invited me to church or anything like that. I was having a conversation with her. Just telling her like, hey, like I'm starting to feel like I'm sneaking Jamel in the window at my mama's house. But we were both staying together, both paying bills, doing all of that. And I was just like, something just doesn't feel right. And so she took the time to explain to me what the something was, who the something was.
Wow.
And so she was just like, come to church with me Sunday. And so I went to church with her and I sat there and the word I soaked it up. And I remember coming home being like, Jamel, why don't you go to why aren't we going to her church? What is this? But his family being his family and him having a past and all of that, he had his reasons, for not wanting to be there.
Yeah.
So he would go with my mom. I would go with his mom. we would kind of go back and forth together, but I absolutely loved going there because and I now know because it was just the teacher and me coming alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like an oasis.
Yeah. Wow.
It was an oasis and I loved it. Ate it up. And you know, we were there and I can remember having Fat. Fat was about 2 weeks old. 2-3 weeks old. It was Easter Sunday. That's when we all went to church together. And we never stopped going after that. And so maybe about a month later, I remember getting up that morning and I'd be like, okay, when they open the doors of the church, baby, I'm going up there, baby. I'm getting saved today.
Ooh.
I didn't have that conversation with Jamel. I just knew that that's what I was going to do. And so I was in the back making a bottle for the baby when they gave the invitation. And I was like, let me hurry up so I could get up there. And when I got up there, Jamel was up there.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. And I just went and scooped his hand up. And there went our journey starting together. So we got saved together. We got filled with the Holy Ghost together. We got baptized together. Like, we literally have walked this thing out. Literally had walked this thing out.
See, I don't think you really understand what you're saying right now, because this is the difference between doing things with God and doing things without God. This is what I'm hearing, right? Doing life, marriage, business without God, it leaves a void. It leaves confusion. It leaves disruption. It leaves a path of destruction, right? And we kind of explode the idea of destruction, but it's destructive, right? And so in the picture that you just painted of Mr. Jamel being at the altar before you,
come on.
Girl, that was your wedding day for real. If you really look at it and how the woman comes down the aisle to the husband,
Yeah.
that was your sign right there. I am getting chills. Cause the picture the guy, like, I can literally see, he was like, oh, you gonna come to God, but you're not gonna come to God alone.
Jesus.
When they say marriage made in heaven or match made in heaven, I can literally hear that for you. And so when people say, oh, I'm frustrated with my marriage and my marriage wasn't this, but what was God in it? You know what I'm saying? And so, and I hear one of the other, this is also bringing up Desiree, when Miss Tab was talking about her and Mr. Chance relationship, and she was like, you know, because they had choice, thank you. Mm-hmm. They had choice before they got married too, but they, you know, I don't think Chance was really prompt to going or doing the relationship with God type of thing, whatever, but they end up doing this thing together. It reminds me of that, and to see marriages like that thrive, you know what I'm saying? Y'all is like, it's something better than this. It's something better, and then when y'all figure out that something is better, y'all lean into that something, which is God ultimately. So I love, man, Aisha, because I know we're winding down here, but your story is so massive and there's so many questions I want to ask you, but I feel like we're harping on your family right now because you've created businesses, plural. You heard what I said? It's businesses through legacy. And so fast forwarding from the altar to the prophecy fulfilled, you have two beautiful girls, okay? That you are teaching technique, you're teaching business, you're teaching them how to make it when they step out in life. Like that deserves all applause, baby. Like, you have them together to where they will not experience what you experience in the teens.
That is the mission. That's the whole mission.
You are doing it. So we gotta get into what you offer and I know at what age did you start doing hair?
I was probably 12. I probably started doing hair for profit at 15.
At 15. Mm-hmm. So now you go from 15 to when did I Am Aisha Monique come about?
I Am Aisha Monique came about in 2020. I Am Aisha Monique came about in 2020. And it just came from a question that God asked me. Who are you? Who are you? And there I went with my journal and my Bible. I'm about to go through the whole Bible and discover who I am. And he just kept asking me, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And I was like, God, what do you mean? Because it was like I wasn't grasping what he was saying. And out of frustration, I said, Aisha Monique. And all of a sudden, an AM, I could see the AM. And he was like, you are everything I called you to be.
That's so good.
You are the opposite of everything anybody besides me has told you that you are. That's how I Am came about. Me stepping out of everything that I was and into everything that I am. That's where it was born. That's where it was born. And so I knew then that everything I did had to fall under who I was, because I couldn't do it within myself, because I was still fighting back and forth with all the voices of everybody that told me what I wouldn't be, who I wouldn't be, because of who my mom was, because of who my dad was. You know, like my mom was diagnosed with clinical depression. My dad was schizophrenic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be sitting here right now
In your right mind.
in my right mind. In my right mind.
Yeah.
And the life that I was living before this, I shouldn't be sitting here with 5 children. I should be sterile. We're going to leave that right there. What y'all be calling it? Smacking? Y'all be. Ooh. Baby, I did some. I am the smacker.
Keep it real.
But now we holy hunching.
We holy hunt. Ooh, freely.
But no, that's
but
real.
seriously.
That's real.
Seriously. And so just and even navigating life as a girl mom, and God having to remind me that their story is not my story isn't their story. Like, I was parenting them from
Fear.
I was like, with that 16-year-old, beautiful, and they be at her. And, I was handling her like her mindset was my mindset. Like she was about to go and do what I was doing. And God had to be like, no, she wasn't raised in that environment.
Yeah.
She wasn't raised with that. And so even in raising her, I am consciously healing, like on purpose, so that I don't break her. Like I have a responsibility not to break her.
That's so good. I got like chills on the back of my arms right now, because I feel the time that we have, and your story is too big for the time that we have. So we're going to have to do a part 2. But I really want to get to, I wanted to get to that to make people make sense of why your brand is so powerful.
Okay.
Right? Because you have the 2 girls, and now the 2 girls are part of a brand to where you not only taught them a trade, but you taught them business. And so this business that you just launched, Crowned, I wanna get into it. Clap it. I wanna get into it. Like,
That's my baby.
How long have you been trying to birth Crown out?
Since 2020.
Oh wow.
Since 2020. Yeah.
And let's explain what Crown is. What is Crown?
Crowned is a full hair care line.
Yeah.
With natural hair care products.
Yes.
From shampoos to conditioners to hair butters. We got the men's line. We have the Zoe Lock line. We got a kids line coming out before the year is out. I didn't want to put everything out at one time, but it just started with the oil. It literally started with the oil. And I can't remember if I was talking to Des. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I carried this baby for so long. This baby should have been birthed a long time ago, but my baby was born with babies.
Wow.
When she came out, she was just the oil. But God would not allow me to miscarry. I love God so much. I love him so much. It was painful birthing her. She was huge when she came out.
Yeah, because
Big baby, honey.
Like, because you got products And
Like, I got a whole beauty supply store.
You got products. I was looking at your stuff. I was like, dog.
Yeah.
You really got a store. So when people come get their hair done, you be like, all right, girl, with these braids, go ahead and make you massage that scalp with this shampoo, get that dandruff out. I don't want you to come with to me. Yeah, like you have that. And me and Desiree were talking about, earlier, how it's important for us as believers to make an offer. And some of us, like me, have been afraid and intimidated to make the offer. And I'm just so proud of you. Like, and you're gonna be blessing heads that you would never see.
Yeah.
Like that part. Like
Yes,
that's the part we don't really
It's that
get.
part. No, like that for me is human. That's been one of the things that I just been like, oh my God. Like, that was scary for me. That was scary for me. That was scary for me. Like, you could literally reach nations.
I'm proud of you. Like that line is
Thank
lining.
you.
Everything looks good. Everything,
Thank
you now you guys said you had a lot line. I might need to try a little product because
I
she
brought
be
you some.
Oh, okay, bring it here. Bring it here. Don't tell me you brought me anything with your logo on here and we on here live. Bring it here. Bring it here. I want it. So we love a good product. Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
ooh,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ooh. Take me through what's in the bag.
Okay.
Go walk me through the bag. Put the camera on her. Just focus. Go ahead. This is your time to shine, girl. This
Oh,
is
my
you.
goodness.
This is you. Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Get in.
Get
So
into
what
it.
we have-
You gotta hold it
camera?
up right
Okay.
here.
So what we have here, where do we want to start? Let's start with this. So this is our crown brand, and this is actually the Zoe Lock line. If you don't know, I have a signature micro lock, and it's called Zoe Lock. It's named after Jamiria. Yeah, that's where the Zoe comes from. So the Zoe Lock is my signature lock. Well, the only lock that I do, but signature by name. This is a detoxifying shampoo, apple cider vinegar foam shampoo for your locks. Very mild in smell. It's great. It'll be
I'm
great.
excited.
It'll be great. Yeah. And then this is my Zoe Lock milk. So this is like a conditioning moisturizer, like a leave-in conditioner moisturizer for your locks. It'll be really good for your locks because you have the color.
Yeah.
It'll keep them strong.
I can't wait to do this.
And then this is our hair growth oil. This is the baby we started out with.
Okay.
This is who we started out with.
Okay.
And actually this morning, your auntie Tara, she texted me this morning, and she sent me 3 different bottles. She was like, the evolution of the brand is crazy.
Wow.
She has all 3 of the labels that I started out with. She was like, I'm so proud of you. And just looking at it this morning, I was like, girl, you got a whole line. You got
A whole
brand.
line. No,
A
that's
whole finished brand.
I'm
Yeah,
Tell them
excited.
about how you do that oil though.
Yeah, I'm about to say I see a little some stuff in
Tell
there.
them how
You
you do the
got
oil.
you got that. You
Yeah.
make that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I make this. Like I make this in the kitchen.
Ain't no,
In
and
the
ain't no.
kitchen.
And look, what is that floating? Let me see it.
Some herbs in there floating. We ain't finna tell them what's in there.
Okay. Well, we ain't gonna tell them, but no, this is made. This
Nah,
is,
we
I bet
you
it
have
smells
hibiscus
good.
in
Hold
there.
on.
You got peppermint in there. You smell it? It smell good.
It just hit a part of my brain that
Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
it was activated.
Because you know there are lots of growth oils, and most of them have kind of like a medicated smell to them because of the herbs.
I cannot
Yeah.
stand that
Yeah.
smell. I cannot stand it. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Okay, we gonna get into it. Okay, we gonna put it right here. Okay, thank you. I like gifts and
Yes,
stuff.
ma'am.
I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, Desiree, we've been talking real good. Talking real good. What's your thoughts over there? She be staring like I give you this cue every
Shut
week.
up.
I give you a cue to come up every week.
Hey.
Okay, I'm not gonna fuss.
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna fuss. I'm done.
When you get to pushing these buttons, you're gonna understand. Sometimes you just get a little lost around here in the thing. But man, I love sitting on this side just because I just get to hear the story. And sometimes if you just if you listen past what people are saying, you know what I'm saying, you can really hear what they're saying. You
Yeah.
know. And so for me, it's just the journey of just trusting God, even though at there's a point where you really didn't even know Him, but He knew you. Like, and the truth of the matter is, He knew you before you even got here.
Yeah.
So the fact that, yes, you've experienced some things in childhood, X, Y, and Z, but He was still there. He was still there enough, and it was something in you that recognized him to activate. Oh, the sign just gonna go off, and just activate that something in you to be able to journey along where we are now, right? And so I love me some Aisha, baby. And I just want to say publicly thank you for entrusting me to help you in this project. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had conversations about if y'all don't know, Aisha's a purpose pusher. You saw her shirt, you see her tattoos. She's living purpose. You know what I'm saying? And she's able to birth that out of people. So it may seem like I was helping you, but you really helped me in a sense of just giving me some language and confidence on what it is that I do for people. Because as we talked about, sometimes it's hard to explain that, right? So it's like, yes, I do photography, I do all these other things, but it's really deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to say thank you for trusting the gift and the God that he has given me to help you with this. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a team effort. Like, this a big baby, y'all.
Yeah, no, it's
When I say
legit.
big,
It was a
baby
big
got about
baby.
9 midwives.
Man, and God is just so good. So just thank you for coming on and sharing your story. Even the story about your marriage. You know, as we're all as single ladies is believing God for our kingdom spouses. Just to hear, I love when I get to hear about kingdom marriages. And the thing is, sometimes we look at where people are now, but we don't even get to really understand like how they got there, you know? And so you guys just sharing that story is just very encouraging. So thank you for coming on today and gracing us with your voice.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, because your voice is so, you just told him that, but y'all dangerous.
For real.
Like, real talk. Like, y'all dangerous. And I don't think we could have managed having both of them at the same time. I think
That
they
would
had
be
to be
so dope.
But it would be dope though. Like, no, I'm definitely gonna do it. Like, I ain't scared of it. But having y'all both at the same time, because even Whitney, like, just watching y'all, and I know y'all, you know, I don't be stalking y'all, but when I see y'all, I be like, ooh, same grace. Because no, like, real talk, some of these marriages be fake. And one thing I love about like your relationship, y'all's relationship, the Funby's relationship, even my Auntie Tara and Uncle Chris, like, I get the ugly. Like, y'all don't really try to be like, oh yeah, this perfect, blah blah blah.
Right,
y'all
right.
the first people like, we work for this.
What?
Like, we work real bad for this, and it
costs.
cost something, but it was worth it. And it gives me hope, especially my parents separated. Oh, well, no, they divorced. They actually divorced. They divorced when I was young or whatever. So all I have wanted since I was a little girl was to be in a happy marriage. Like, in my mind, I'm 33 years old right now. In my mind, by the age of 30, I was supposed to be married with 3 kids. I don't have either one of those things, right? And so I'm in this teeter-tottering. It depends on the day. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just hopeful and da 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 da. And then the next minute, I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. I'll just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just staying focused. And so, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, man, God, I see what you've done for others. I see what you're doing for others. And I just want the same thing. And so your presence here means so much more than you could even imagine.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm grateful
Thank
that you
you so
gave us a
much.
yes.
Yeah.
And don't give up. Don't teeter-totter anymore. The days that you don't feel like it, pick yourself up and get back in, because you are a wife.
Period.
You are a wife. And he gonna find you in purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, and he is going to be ready for you.
All
All
you.
of me.
All of you. He's going to have the capacity to cover you and to cover where you're going. Keep going. Keep going. And be unapologetically you. Like, don't. I was watching one of your episodes the other day. I think when you were on with Lish Speaks.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lish.
Yeah, and just talking about, you know, y'all were talking back and forth about relationships, and I think that it's so important for your husband to see you be authentically you. You know what I mean? Because he has to love the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And if he can take you in all stages, because Jamel has seen me in, Jesus, the places he's had to snatch me up out of. You know what I mean? Like, it's ugly behind the scenes.
Yeah.
that's why we so good, because nobody else knows me like he does. I'm completely comfortable with him at all times. And for you to say that we're dangerous together, I can be transparent and say we needed that today. Like 20 years in, it'll be 20 years in October. It will be 20 years in October, and we still have hard times and hard days. And this is one of those times where we're just like, and it seems like the closer it gets to an anniversary, you know, we're reassessing, like, not from a bad place, just like an exhausting place when you're growing. You know what I mean? Because we didn't know each other we didn't know ourselves when we met each other. We found each other before we found ourselves. And so we now are growing into who it is that God has called us to be. And we're two totally different people than we were when we fell in love. The things that I was attracted to weren't original characteristics of him. The things that he was attracted to, that wasn't stuff I was supposed to be doing and how I was supposed to be doing it. And so because we're committed to this, we have to learn to fall in love with who God intended for us to be.
Come on.
That's not easy. That's not easy. Because I can't say that I would have been looking at him the same way in the club if he was who he is today.
Wow. So good.
So the fact that you have found out who you are, that you know who you are, that you are 10 toes down in purpose before that man finds you, God is not going to bring you somebody that you have to put together, that you have to help find out who he is. He's going to know exactly who he is, and he's going to know his assignment in your life. And he's going to fulfill it, and y'all going to be happy, and you're going to have them babies and all that kind of stuff, and they just going to be little Jessicas running around. I can't wait. Jamel said we can't have no more godchildren. He said we got enough. I'm
finna bring them over there, DJ.
He said we can't have no more, but yes. So, you got to be 33 or 34 or 34. You got to be who you are, where you are, because you got so much to do. You know, you don't, yeah. If I could do anything different, you asked me that earlier. If I could do anything different, I would have known who I was. I would have known exactly who I was and what God called me to do, so that I could have been a better wife in the beginning, so that I could have been a better mother. It makes the difference. It makes the difference. Like, because God favors us, it turned out the way it did.
Wow. Normally I ask for a final word from the guests, and I think we just got it. No, thank you for that pour. I be like, yeah, I don't be like talking about that dating thing, but when we turn on the camera, we gonna talk.
Yes,
I'll be like,
yes,
but no, thank you for your presence. I knew this was gonna be good. But I feel it's so much more. So, but real quick before we end this, please tell them how they can connect with you, and then also about the classes that you have for teenage girls to learn how to do techniques.
So I do have the classes for the teenage girls. That's Crowned Academy.
You wanna look right here?
Look, I'm looking at myself. Look, that's a crowd. So cute, want to see me. Okay, let me look at y'all. So we have Crowned Academy for our young girls. I absolutely love pouring into young girls and doing it with the thing that God gave me, and that's braids. And so I have Crowned Academy. You can register for any classes that I have at crownedacademy.org. crownedacademy.org, and the products can be found at iamcrowned.com.
I love it. And that's all going to be in the description, okay? It's in the description. You don't have to go search anywhere. Just go click the button.
Is it down?
It's down here.
I always wanted to do that.
I'm glad you got to do it here. Man, I'm going to have to sit with this one. But I'm super excited that Aisha came here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much. We gonna talk. Desiree?
Man,
this
was a good one.
Baba.
Yeah.
Audience, y'all tell Yes 365 community where y'all at. We gonna talk in that WhatsApp app. Yep. We gonna talk in WhatsApp and see what y'all talking about. Okay, we gonna have a extended conversation in there. Okay, and see what y'all talking about. Y'all, this has been so good, but I want y'all to settle with this. What have you taken from this? You know, all my single ladies lady stamp up. I need to know what y'all learned, because I know she didn't just get me together. I know she got some of y'all together. But I want to know what y'all talking about, and I want to hear it from you guys. But until next week, until next time, always remember, life could be much more simple if you just ask.
What's up, you guys? We hope you've enjoyed that conversation, but make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification so you don't miss an episode. We'll see you next Thursday.